Hi, and welcome along to the best of enemies.
My ball's flat. Hey, stop. I'm going to jump off.
Hey, you're looking trim though. What have you been in the
Well,
gym
you haven't.
now?
You've been running from the show.
I'm past caring if Tottenham even win now. I mean, Expressions FC.
Don Robbie is here in Saudi
Here
Arabia.
man. Yeah, here we
Come
go.
to take over. What about your team?
It's not about Man United right now.
When was the last time you even won a game?
We're the second best team in this league. That ain't a disgrace.
Bournemouth versus Manchester United.
I'm sweating, but we're going to win that game.
Yeah, no.
Trust me, Saudi Arabia versus Oman.
I got Saudi Arabia, man. They ain't gonna let me down. What an exciting game.
You were robbed.
You weren't
That
robbed.
was offside. That was offside.
Saudi #1.
We are here today for the burial of Arsenal's Premier League dream.
Let's start again. Hi, and welcome along to the best of enemies. How you doing, Rob?
How are you, bro?
Well, none of you two can talk to me because at least we challenge for the league.
Yeah.
Arsenal not winning the trophy is your trophy.
So you asked the question.
That's
yeah?
all you've done this
So
season.
what have you done in the
What have
Champions
you
League?
done? You've done nothing.
This season, yeah? Tottenham will win a trophy before Man United.
I'm going to go for 3-1 to Arsenal.
Away from home.
Yeah.
We're going to get 3 corners.
Al Riyadh, they're taking on Al Nassr today. Big game. One of the biggest games of the season.
You will never even win the Champions League
Right.
because we see things you will never see, Robbie.
Do you know how shameless you are, bro? You're supposed to be winning the league, but you're doing a hate along, bro.
This is your fault.
I've been chased by a tractor. You've brought in opera singers. When you say Tottenham, you've got respect on us, blood, yeah?
Depart the room for about the next 5 minutes or so.
How?
Because we're going to talk about the Champions League.
Emotional.
Who would have thought a Tottenham fan, a Manchester United fan, and an Arsenal fan would get along? Well, sometimes.
Let's go.
What do you do with yours? I do unlimited football content.
Well, I do unlimited bragging.
Well, I do unlimited swiping right.
Well, I do unlimited doom scrolling.
Well, I do unlimited sliding into the DMs.
Well, I do watching TikTok on the bus without headphones unlimited.
Oh, God.
Yes, people, you heard that right. We've teamed up with Rocket Mobile to make the mobile phone plan for football fans in the UK. You heard it there. It's unlimited calls, unlimited texts, unlimited data, and 20 gigs to use in the EU, all for just £16 a month plus perks, content, and other prizes when you make the switch. So hit that link in the description or the QR code on the bottom right hand side of your screen to learn more about the fantastic Rocket Mobile deal with DR Sports. But apart from that, my name is Dylan. We are back to preview the Champions League. After a brief hiatus, the Champions League is back, and I've got Abby on my left to talk about Spurs, obviously, in the big game tonight.
Hi.
How are you, Abby?
I'm fine, Dylan. How are you?
You're okay.
I'm okay. I actually did incorrect mathematics yesterday, I realised.
Why?
Because I said that Thomas Frank's contract was 18 million. I was wrong. It was actually 24. It's 8 million a year. So in my head, I was like adding it up, and I was like, I am really bad at maths, guys, by the way. I was like 8, 16, and I was like, oh, that's not 18. And I was like 21. I was like, no. I was like, I can't count. It's actually 24. So yeah.
And on the receiving end of those numbers, it's Ken. You're on the other side.
What's up? How are you?
I'm good. I'm trying to keep as many endorphins as I can from the weekend's win, just like to ride the hype.
Deep it. He's riding on this wave for the next 8 days.
It's because I've got nothing else.
It's actually hilarious.
It's the only thing I've been given.
You've got nothing else
in about 14 months.
I know, and like we are. I'm happy.
Starving.
Just do your job this weekend. That's all I ask.
Look, we can get onto that weekend game in a bit
Attack.
because that game's going to be a game, isn't it? But before then, because part of the dynamic of that game is the Arsenal game tonight.
Yeah.
Against Inter Milan.
Yeah.
And I've got my Arsenal mates, they're worried, not about the result, not about the game, not about the performance, but they're worried about the starting 11. They're worried about the starting 11.
You don't want to see a strong
Look,
lineup.
Kenny can explain.
I said already, right? So I'm in the gym, and I'm seeing Arsenal posting tweets talking about seize the opportunity. Seize what opportunity? We're qualified. This means this game.
To have maximum points.
This game means nothing. It actually generally means
This mean
nothing.
could not
It means nothing other
could
than
mean
pride.
less.
As long as we win one of our last 2 games, we're 100% going to finish in one of the top, in either first or second, right? Which it doesn't really matter. As long as we've automatically qualified, I'm cool. So I'm seeing my manager talk about we need to do this, blah blah blah, and I'm like, hello, play Marino, play Norgard, play Kepa, like
Play Gyökeres.
do you know what I mean? Yeah, play all them, play Havertz, play all them, man. Like I'd play Mascara, bring them back, give them minutes, because this literally means nothing. This win means nothing. Like honestly, I'd rather I don't care. I really don't care about this game. If we were to lose tonight, if you said to me, you're going to lose 3-0 tonight, but you're going to beat Man United 3-0, I'd take that right now. Because it means nothing. It's not going to change the course of our Champions League story if we go and beat Inter or draw or even lose. It doesn't mean anything. So when I'm seeing my manager talk about seize opportunity, trying to rile us up, I'm like, hello, please, what's this? This means nothing.
Look, if you turn up to this game, right, and you know, Arsenal with that graphic out with the descending names in the order and everything, and you see Gabriel, you see Rice, you see Saliba, you see Saka, you see Gyökeres,
You need to see Gyökeres.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
He can hold the bench.
You actually do.
No.
I think for the good of the club, they need to drop Gyökeres for about a month.
Uncle York in the Champions League. We're cool
Play
with
him
you.
into form.
Uncle York in the Champions League.
Trying to play him into
He already
form
has his.
since he signed.
He's already had his brace.
Yeah, a goal not achieved.
He's already had his brace in the champs. My brother, hold the bench. There's certain people that I didn't even want to see. When I saw the pictures of them, why is Declan Rice getting on the plane? Are you crazy? Feet up.
He needs to be ill again. Another illness.
Word. I'm seeing certain man get on this plane, and I'm like, hello, excuse me, where you going? Like, I don't know. Why am I seeing so-and-so go on the plane?
Why are you at Stansted?
Do you know what I mean? Why are you at Stansted? Why are you at London City? I don't want to see that. No. It means zilch. Nothing. It's just Inter actually need to win this, because if they don't win, then they might be in trouble of dropping into playoffs and stuff like that. I don't know what their last game
Inter
is.
on 12, they've got six games played, 4 wins, 2 losses. And then the 2 losses are their last 2 losses.
Oh damn!
They lost their last 2 Champions League games.
Whereas you're Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah, like you're fine. 6 games, 6 wins, 17 scored, 1 conceded, 18 points.
Like,
you could not be more fine.
Exactly. No, honestly.
Is there not part of you that wants to win this group stage though? I
No.
So I know it means niche if you win it or come 6th or whatever.
I mean, look at Liverpool. They won it, and look what happened to them. They crashed out.
They got done by PSG, didn't
so
they?
it doesn't mean. And look, I would love us to finish first in the Champions League, because it means that statistically, based on how everyone's played, we would get the easiest playoff game, if that makes sense, or the easiest team in that playoff game.
Yeah.
However, we've seen already, like, we finished, last year, 5th or something, and we got flipping Real Madrid.
Yeah.
That wasn't easy. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just, you've seen already, so there's teams that finish 1st to 8th, and you can still get shafted with a big team or a really good team. And, like, it doesn't really make a difference. Like, of course I want to finish 1st in the Champions League. That's a great achievement, and I think we've been the best team in the Champions League. Like you said, we've won every game. We've conceded 1 goal, which was against Bayern, which I'd say is the 2nd best team in the Champions League in terms of how they
quite
play.
literally their second.
They're
3 points behind you.
second, and literally their only loss was to us. Do you know what I mean? In a game that was actually a very good competitive game.
It's a great game.
So I'm just like, I'm sorry. Man United, winning in the Prem is more important at the moment than winning in the Champions League, because we've already done our job in the Champs. So
your Champions League restarts in about a month, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, at the end of the day, it actually does.
Exactly. Like, I just want us to, and then as well, you don't want to go to this game against Inter team that's quite a physical team, sets up very well, and you play your big players and someone gets injured, and you're going to Man United saying, yeah, we don't have Timber when we're already missing fullbacks. Do you know what I mean? We don't have Rice, for example, like how we went to Aston Villa at home and we beat them, but we didn't have Rice. Like, you want to make sure that your most important players are fresh.
Yeah.
And,
if you can give them an opportunity to rest them.
Give them a bit of rest. We got Kyra next in the Champions League, not at home. Like, no offense, even in that, I don't want to see big man playing that. I don't want to see Declan Rice.
I mean,
in
you
that
talk about Kyra. They're currently 3-0 down to Club Brugge.
Yeah,
with 10
exactly.
Minutes
And we smoked Club Brugge.
Yeah,
we smoked Club Brugge with our second team.
And that's the team you want to see playing.
We smoked Club Brugge with Madueke, Martinelli, who else in there? Literally our second team. Norgard at centre back. No.
All right. So if you had to build a starting 11 that you actually want to see tonight,
okay,
who is it?
In goal, Kepa. I'm just confused about the right back and 2 centre backs, because I don't know what we're gonna do there. One of those starters are gonna have to start. But let me just move that. Left back, Mars Skedi could play. Midfield, you play Norgard, Marino, and Ethan. If he has clearance to play after the whole Marseille
Has he
thing.
travelled?
Yeah, he's apparently he's travelled with the team. So apparently this whole Marseille thing is going to be done after the Inter game.
But Marseille will surely request he doesn't play. Because you imagine you agree.
One last dance,
and then suddenly he pulls up with a 2-month hamstring injury. Like
one last dance.
He's not going to play. He's not going to play.
Yeah. If he doesn't play,
like
then you play Eze
Mark
in
Gay's
midfield.
medical was until after Palace's
Surely
game.
you're playing Eze.
Yeah. No, Eze's going to play.
Yeah.
If not, he'd play on the left. Then you play Madueke, you play Havertz or Jesus, or one of the two, or you can play Jesus or Martinelli on the left. I don't know what's going to happen in that centre back. I think Mascara will come in. I think Gabriel will probably play.
Where's Hincapié? Is he injured?
He's injured. Calafiori injured. Bring back my defenders. My defenders just every week someone's like gone. We don't know what's with Hincapié. He might actually be back for Man United, but Calafiori, honestly, Calafiori. I don't even remember what game he went down. He went down in a warm up, and we've not seen him since. Please bring back.
Was it not the Villa game?
I think so. Oh, I can't
I think
remember.
it was the Villa game. No?
I think so because that's the game where we didn't have Declan Rice and we were just like, oh, another big player is out.
Yeah, I believe it's the Villa game. Yeah, no, look. When I see this lineup, I want to see.
It was dark.
I want to see all your big players.
No,
I want to see all of them.
No. I just, if you can, rest players. Like especially who I want rested the most is Zubimendi. He's played every single minute.
That's exactly what I was about to ask.
He's played every single minute in
90,
almost
90,
every
90,
competition.
90.
Like I don't think he played. He didn't play against Portsmouth, but that's the only game he's played in every single game. Like even when we played Club Brugge, I was like, do you need to play? But he had to play because we had no centre back, so Norgard had to play centre back.
Brighton game for Calafiori.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's it. So it's just if Zubimendi can get rest, that would be good. Because at the moment he's playing really well. He's scoring goals, doing quite good. So rest up my Spanish Doyle, as I call him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think Arteta's. Arteta's not this stupid, bro.
Yeah.
Surely he's not this stupid.
What I would say, right, is that last time when we had qualified, although it's Girona, we played Girona away, right? He changed the team completely. He just was like, right, we've already qualified. There's no real risk of us.
You would expect him to do that next week for Kairat.
Exactly. Oh, for Kairat.
I mean,
if Max Dowman's back, play Max Dowman in that. I'm not trying to see certain man.
Listen, bro's got mocks, okay?
No.
Seriously. It is mock season.
Okay.
It's mock season.
What's that got to do with the youth?
With what?
He's got triple
triple
chemistry, bro.
What, you're telling me you can't? What, you're telling me you can't do that on the way to the ground?
Yeah, there's no chance when you've got a mock.
No. He can sit on the bench and do the flashcards. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. 3 points comes first, bro. You're telling him about science mocks.
It's a big
Move out my face. Move out my face. Move out my face. This ain't even.
Do you not remember mocks? They were stressful.
Yeah, I do.
Mocks were stressful.
He might want to go to university one day.
Well, no.
You got to have good
he can do that. He can do that at Sober Realty Centre, fam, as an Arsenal player. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're not doing. No. I don't want to hear that. Sorry, part that.
Look, because the thing I think as well is with this Arsenal game is because it's the United game afterwards. We are going to make that game as end to end as we possibly can.
It always
that
is.
game is going to be.
I wish it was at Old Trafford.
I think it being at the Emirates makes it more interesting.
No, yeah, but I feel like when we always play them, like. We always beat them, but it's never an easy win. It's always quite a close. It's always been a 3-1 last minute, a 3-2, do you know what I mean? A 2-1. Like, it's always been a very close, competitive game.
It's time we saw United back, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Look,
no. We saw that already.
Just for this weekend.
We saw that already. Look, that's your 1 month win. Let's park that. Sorry.
Right, that's it.
No. Oh, Michael Carrick's here, bro.
No.
Michael Carrick's at the.
No.
He's driving, one-handed.
Yeah, Uncle Carrick's gonna hit a puncture, mate. Right?
No, okay,
there'll be no more driving. You're going to be on the side.
What I'll tell you about that. What I'll tell you about that win. What about that win last weekend against City is everything we did well. I said this on yesterday's show as well. Everything we did well are things that we can replicate. I'm not saying we will replicate them, but it's not like Bruno Fernandes had the absolute. He was incredible, but he was also just being Bruno Fernandes. Mbumo was just being Mbumo. Cunha was just Cunha. Yeah. Maguire was just Harry Maguire. Yeah. Martinez was just the best version of Martinez. This is what I'm saying about this win is that the big difference in this game, as the week goes on, we'll touch on this more. Obviously, live at 5 ATVDR, everything, is that City, the reason we beat City is because we had a game plan that was better than City's and we executed it perfectly and beat them. The way Arsenal win games, you barely ever, bar Villa, you barely ever blow teams away. Like teams who are like who like come to you to play man for man. You win in the small margins. You win because Gabriel can jump slightly higher. You can win because Declan Rice can run slightly faster, slightly longer.
Yeah.
And that's how I think the game will end up going. Is in the 70th minute, you might end up doing something which is slightly better than what we're doing. You might be able to catch up with someone finally. Or you might be able to.
I also think though, right? I was saying this to my other United friends.
But it's going to be damn hard for you.
Like United fans need to remember that was at Old Trafford. There's a big difference to playing at home and playing away. So when you're at home, you can be more expansive. You can obviously you're expected to come onto teams more.
Yeah.
But we've seen at the Emirates, every single team that's come here has come with a low block. And we've not lost once at the Emirates. We're a very strong team there. We've had, 2 draws there at home against Liverpool and Man City. And we're talking about a Man City team that literally from minute 1 came with a low block and still left basically with a point. So I do think Man United fans, I understand why they're excited, but also you're not just going to come to the Emirates and act like it's Old Trafford and bop Arsenal off the park.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
if
it's
it was
not
Old
going
Trafford,
to be
I would probably give you more credibility in what you're saying.
I reckon.
But the thing is, right? The thing is, I still think last season when we played them at Old Trafford, they played like that, but they drew.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's my point. Like they drew, and they were winning the game as well, and they were much better than us, and we played very poorly, and we still left with something.
And we get 4 points out of 6 against City and Arsenal. That's because if we'd lost both the City and Arsenal games, our Champions League hopes would have gone down.
We'll see.
Big time. We
shall see.
We will see.
We will see. We will be there.
We will see.
We will be there.
What I'm gonna say, you see, AGT needs us to win, fam. I know AGT's on the City train, right? But mate, Man United are 1 point behind you. Uncle better lock in. He better support Arsenal. I'm not even joking. All this Man City, blah blah. No. Park that.
I know.
Flex is in a real predicament.
Yeah.
Flex in a real predicament.
No, but I think for them, it's not deep for them because they'll look at it and be like, because of where Arsenal are in the league, they'll be like, if we beat Arsenal, it's a good moment for Man United, but Arsenal's still in a position to try go and win the league.
Hypothetically, so if let's say you beat them, and let's say City win, not that we know what version of City we get these days, then they're 4 points behind you. The way that you, Uncle Laurie, etc., were moving yesterday.
What do you mean? What? Because Uncle Laurie said go and bring someone in.
You lot are not convinced with 7 points that you're going to win the league. I see how you all look at each other.
It's January. I've been saying to everyone, right? Matisse and that are here trying to tell me the league's done. We're in January. We've got how many months left? We've got 5 months.
4 months.
This is what I've been trying to tell Laurie for ages. Although I will tell you, Arsenal have never ever had a 7-point lead at this point in the Premier League.
However, what I would say, and the reason why we're good favourites at the moment is we've done all these. We've got 2 hard away games, right? Away to Spurs and away to Man City.
Come on.
No, that's true. Those are 2 hardest away games, right? Don't get me wrong. Going away to Palace, that's a difficult game. But we smoked Palace 5-1 last year, or something like that.
You can't pass.
Going away to Brentford, we smoked them as well last year. Like, do you know what I mean? We've kind of got those big, really big hard games out of the way. Whereas Man City still got to go Anfield. Do you know what I mean? They still got to go to these hard games. They still got to go Spurs away and all these other places. So we still have a good chance of just if we carry on how we are. But we also need to lock in, attack, please, lock in. I need us to go up.
I mean, after the Forest game, bro, Declan, you know that gif of Declan Rice is on about? He's so performative, man.
I actually
I can't repeat what you can see him now.
It was a load of swear
we're live
words.
at 5, but you can tell what he was maybe doing. He was frustrated, man.
Yeah, he was. Because
you guys were terrible.
We should have won. How Martinelli missed a tap in at the back post. I will never understand. I was sat on the other end of the pitch behind the goal, literally the whole away end. We were about to start celebrating. I'm like, how have you missed that? When I watched it back, I was like, this guy's a criminal.
Was it as cold as it looked?
Huh? What, Forest?
Oh, yeah.
Not really. I was quite warm.
What was that, Saturday night?
Yeah,
Saturday night wasn't even that cold.
Oh yeah, it was 5:30. But I had my coat on, man, so I was chilling. I didn't even have a jumper on.
I was having pizza.
Yeah. But it wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't that bad.
How he missed that, I don't know. Do you know how many chances? And then Matt Sells save for Saka's header, brilliant. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we should have done more. As I keep saying to everyone, people keep telling me that this player's the guy. We're yet to see. I need everyone
with Arsenal. I've never seen a Premier League side be so respectively comfortable up on top of the table, 7 points clear, with such an unconvincing forward line.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I find it crazy. Every single team that of these Premier League clubs, when they win the league, even if it's Leicester, for example, they had such an incredible front line because Mahrez was amazing, Vardy was fantastic, Okocha was was like
Yeah.
banging in goals left, right, and centre still. And then obviously you've got like the United attacks of old who were fantastic.
even
You've got
Arsenal,
Man City's like
Man
when they got
City,
100 points, they were
Arsenal,
scoring.
Chelsea.
Yeah, but even like last season, you guys was like, didn't you break a record last season for most goals in the?
No, it was
or
the
was
season,
the season before last.
See, so basically, I was about to say this. So if you look at our last if we take out last season, right, as an anomaly, in the 23-24 season, we kind of got to January and it was like, oh, goals are drying up.
Yeah.
And we got to the end of January and we seriously locked in and we were literally we lost one game in that year. So I'm just hoping that we can do that because we've shown 2 or 3 times now that actually, yeah, we kind of burnt out a bit in January. That's actually a good time to catch us. I always say that. Best time to catch Arsenal is at Christmas.
Just after Christmas. Every single time.
At Christmas time, going into January, that is always our most difficult period. And then we just kind of lock it and then we're just like, cool. When I think about 22-23 season, when we started doing the set piece thing, that was we got to January like, yo, we're not scoring enough goals. We're getting all these corners and free kicks. We're not taking advantage. We just locked in. Literally went on an insane run.
Do you think you will do anything in this window?
No, I don't think so.
Is there anyone that you think...
I just think there's look, I've always said, right, I personally think we're a top class left winger from being like one of the best teams in the world consistently every season. You don't think you're there though at
the minute with the squad you've got?
I think we're one of the best teams in the world, but in terms of attacking, we're obviously falling short, right? So I'd say all around, we're not I'd say if we're talking about the most like complete team, I'd say Bayern is the most complete team because they've got great defense, but also their attack is amazing, right? Whereas we got a great midfield, great defense, our attack is misfiring at the moment. So for me, I've always said if we can get a top class left winger in to play at someone who's maybe of just a bit lower than Saka or on Saka's level, I generally think goals will no longer be a problem. We could generally just go up another gear, be serious. That's all we're missing.
That's probably something for the summer.
Yeah, but that's something for the summer. Like even this, look, we tried to get Nico Williams. He had the whole Barcelona thing. He wanted a lot of money, so we were like, we can't do that. Then want to go thing, then he's staying at Bilbao. Do you know what I mean? We looked at Semenyo, but then at the time, Bournemouth weren't willing to sell him. Do you know what I mean? So right now, we're heavily linked with Keenan Yildiz, which I would love Keenan Yildiz. But we need a top left winger, absolutely, because we're gonna lose Trossard in the summer. We're gonna lose Trossard in the summer.
That is a player and a half right there. Yeah. Ronnie Dodge says Alessandro will have an easier game against Gyökeres. Obviously, I think compared to Haaland, I don't know if Gyökeres is starting this game.
Oh, he's gonna start.
You reckon he's gonna start?
Yeah,
I reckon you'd do so much better if you just didn't play with a striker.
I think unless Havertz plays tonight and scores like a hat trick or something, then Gyökeres is gonna start.
Havertz needs game time, doesn't he?
Yeah, Havertz doesn't.
Havertz is good.
Havertz came on against Chelsea and straight away gave the ball away. I mean, they nearly conceded. Do you know what I mean? Like he's not ready yet. He still needs game time. So I think it would be negligent to throw Havertz in against Man United, which are a physical team as well and are going to be up for it.
Yeah, we're playing
and
Maguire
I think
and
Jesus
Martinez
as well.
gonna,
Jesus, in my opinion, hasn't proved that he should start. He's actually proved you're coming off the bench. Like you're not good enough to start.
He is good off the bench.
Yeah, he's good off the bench. You know what I mean? But he shouldn't be starting. So at the moment, Victor Gyökeres is going to start. You
think you would see him play tonight, Kai Havertz?
Like, I expect Kai Havertz to start tonight, if I'm being honest. Or Kai Havertz or Jesus has got to start tonight. For sure.
No, I hear it.
They need minutes.
Yeah, and moving over to the other side of North London.
Oh God!
Obviously, we've got a game in North London.
Saw so many Dortmund
How is this man on the thumbnail? Big curly hair, Thomas Frank.
Big him up, man.
He here, bro? How?
Bring. Keep Uncle Frank.
They were
Dylan. Listen to me.
West Ham wanted to cancel Callum Wilson's contract.
Yeah. You made them believe again.
You've made them, but yeah, he's staying at the club now.
You made them believe.
Your club made them believe again. No, Dylan, hear me out, right?
Yeah.
I need Thomas Frank to go on a run of games and start winning, fam. We need him in for the North London derby. Are you crazy? That's not even that far away.
It's not.
Are you dumb? That's it's like the end of Feb.
Yeah.
Bring that. If they can go on a run,
it's a game after
beat
you.
Man City.
22nd.
Who they got? They got you in it. Beat
got
Man
you on the
City.
7th.
Beat Man United. Get their hopes, get their dreams up.
They're like,
you
ain't
know
no
what?
hopes
You know
and
what?
dreams.
Get back into that top half.
You know what? Get Dominic Solanke and banging in goals. Give him prime Bournemouth levels. That's what we need.
You know my favourite
It's for the
thing is
goodness of the league.
Yesterday, one of the favourite things I suddenly realised, I kind of clocked on the fact that like Kulusevski and Madison are yet to play under their manager.
No. Abby,
they're yet to play.
Can I
for
just
him.
tell you about tonight? Right.
give up on your hopes.
So
and
would you
dreams.
like to know? So these are some of the injuries and people who are ineligible to play.
Go.
Conor
One
Gallagher
centre-back.
is ineligible. Mickey
Oh,
van der
yeah.
Ven is
Good
suspended.
stuff. Good stuff.
Ben Davies is out. Pat Matasar is a doubt. Obviously, he's just got back from AFCON. Basuma, ineligible. Rally Dragusin, ineligible. out Kulusevski, out Maddison, out Kudus, out Bentancur, out Richarlison, out João Palhinha. We've only got 11.
Wait, so Romero can play?
Romero, yeah. So
Okay.
I was looking at the predicted lineup before.
Play Danso then, innit?
It will probably be Vicario, Porro, Romero, Danso, Spence. Then you'll have
That's
a
not
midfield
bad.
of Gray and Bergval. I mean, like, at least I get C-suite Prince. Colomwani,
back.
Simmons, Odegaard, and Solanke. They obviously took, for some reason, out of
you
the
said
whole
no João
25-man squad, they took out Matisse Tell.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
a
was going to ask
disgrace.
about that. Why?
That's a disgrace.
Why is he? It's the second time you've done it
I
to
feel
him.
so sorry for this guy, right? Because Dominic just come back.
Yeah.
He's played what? He came on a game in the cup against
Yeah.
Villa. He's only played like 40 minutes or whatever, right? Just give the kid a chance. And Matisse Tell, when he's come on, he's actually looked lively. He's actually scored a goal and
Yeah, he's been one of the brighter sparks, and
That
the
is a
decision
bad
to take
decision.
him off the other day was booed.
Yeah.
I feel for Matisse Tell.
So do I.
Like, I think he's probably going to go
Good.
back out on loan, but the club don't want him to. Paris FC is saying that they are saying
Yeah.
come for the second half of the season, but obviously with all of our injuries, I don't think they're going to let him go. I understand obviously putting Solanke back in the squad, but I need to know who else is registered in that squad as to why you've chosen to take Matisse Tell out.
exactly.
Like, surely there's someone else that we
Yeah,
could dip out of
surely,
it.
surely why can't they take out? Well,
Someone
actually,
else.
I'm guessing James Maddison's obviously not in it because he's had
Yeah.
a long-term injury. But like, if they
don't
if they
know
can
when
find out about
Kulusevski's back.
Kulusevski, take out Kulusevski.
Exactly.
Because we don't. The reality is when did he had this thing? He had this surgery before the final? That was back in like May.
He's
no.
still out. I've got no idea.
Yeah,
when he's
so
back.
we still haven't heard
At
anything.
first it was November, then it
Yeah.
was December. Then
We've
it
not
was
heard anything about,
end of
and
Jan.
he had a really serious surgery. Like,
They're not showing him training or
yeah,
like.
exactly. He's not on grass or anything like that. Let the kid play.
Just let the kid
Matisse
play.
tells us he can play multiple positions. He's a good player. He's got the experience of playing in the Champions League as well.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's a crazy decision.
Honestly, I think if to take him out is pretty crazy.
So basically, what Thomas Frank
Did it have to
said
be
on the decision.
swap for swap?
So this is what Thomas Frank said is, I've made the decision. It was not a nice decision to make. That's football, so you have to make a decision. The way the rules are, the only option, it was either Dom or Matty in the squad. I chose Dom. I think Matty has done very well in the last couple of games. That's the crazy thing. If I could pick from all the players that are fit, he would start tomorrow. But I can only pick if between the two of them, and now he's out the squad. That's of course a tough one to take.
So does it have to be for that
So
specific
I think
player?
what
Could
it
it
is
be you take someone else out the squad?
is because Tell was added as a replacement person. So obviously Solanke got injured, so you're
Yeah.
allowed to swap if it's confirmed that they can't play for like 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
But and then if you want that player to come back in, it can only be for the person that you
Right. Well, then in that
replace
case,
them
I
with.
understand you
Yeah,
have to
but-
put Solanke back in. But I also think it's a massive oversight that you didn't include Tell in it from the start, considering
Yeah,
'cause you
they
signed him
made
in
the,
that
they
summer
made
and
the signing
immediately left
permanent.
him out. Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Like, why is someone like Odegaard, for example, maybe in it over Matisse Tell?
I don't know.
Has Odegaard done more
I
for
need
Matisse?
to know what the full Champions League squad is
Yeah.
to then say, why is this person in it? Why is that person in it?
I think that's dark.
But yeah, I mean, guys, I'm so
Free
tired.
Matisse.
I'm so exhausted. I'm so bored.
I
And I'm
don't
sure
think you
everyone
are.
else is bored.
I don't think you are.
Of
I'm not
me
bored.
talking about the same.
No, I love it. Keep
thing.
going. Keep
Like-
going.
Hey, all I can tell you is Instagram. It's not bored.
I don't know what else there
I
is
love
to
it.
say, guys.
I love
like, he's obviously been given.
Believe.
I
Uncle
mean,
Frank
I go
is
into every game
misunderstood.
with zero expectation. I automatically assume we're going to win the game. We're going to win. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I automatically go into the game thinking we're going to lose the game.
That's a crazy attitude. No, it's not crazy attitude. It's crazy that
Dylan.
you've got to that attitude for home
I have
games.
Dylan. I
Dylan,
have
they've
nothing.
won twice at home.
I know.
We've won 4
I think
times
the
in a
whole
year.
concept of Tottenham Hotspur is crazy.
However, one thing I would say is we are totally different at home
in the
Champions League or actually in
Yeah,
European
yeah.
competitions. I think we're actually 23 games unbeaten,
That's so funny.
which is crazy work.
That's so
It's
funny.
such a different.
I swear you guys have a
parallel.
good record against Dortmund as well.
Yeah, I think we actually do.
Yeah.
We've
By the way,
played them so many
Dortmund's like
times.
Dortmund have got a couple tricky ballers coming out tonight though as well. Like you've got Bellingham, they can play. Nemetcha was linked with United
Oh
a
my
couple of
gosh.
seasons ago. He's good.
Big
Adeyemi,
Jules.
Brandt,
Yeah, Brig Jules.
Girassi, like
Jules. Love him.
like
Love
they,
Jules
they'll be coming to you with some fire.
Dylan, I expect. My expectation, I don't have any. I genuinely don't have any. This is not to sound
Sergio Girassi
negative.
against that backline. You lot better look in.
It's.
I'm gonna tell you that
I
now.
just. I kind of go into games and I just go, "Oh, it is what it is." Like anything
That's so
other
deep.
than anything other than a loss, I'm surprised.
Look, I was there last
Me under
season.
the
I was
Unai
there
Emery.
last season.
I was also
it
there
was
last
rough.
season.
I know. Yeah, you were still there. We've actually somehow made it out the hood a little bit.
Nah,
You are.
Let's wait and see before you.
We've
say.
found the
Yeah,
exit
but also
sign
you've had
for the
one game.
hood.
You haven't
Yeah,
had one game.
like
a week
respectfully, you've had one game.
since
No, I know.
August.
I know, but
not that I think that would make a massive difference to Thomas Frank's managerial tactics. But
what if he had one game a week?
I think that you not having anything else to focus on since August.
Yeah, it helps.
It definitely helps.
What do you mean helps?
Like,
It's helping now.
It
When
helps.
how far away was that? We're in January now.
No, I know. It's been a shocking half of the season.
You've had one game.
I know.
You guys are disgusting.
We've only had one win this year. But like 20 days into this year, we finally got a win.
I just tonight it is what it is. I think they've kept him for the weekend. Now I don't think even if
who are you playing on the weekend?
Burnley away.
Right. Yeah.
So my theory and my little pea brain.
You know what Unai is saying, man.
I think that even if we manage to get a draw tonight, whatever, that's not going to do anything in terms of saving Thomas Frank. Opinion is not going to change on Thomas Frank or the decision of the board. I think if you go to Burnley and you lose, which could happen.
Yeah, Burnley are a decent team.
They look much better at the minute.
They
as
drew
well.
against Liverpool.
I think if we go there and we don't get a result, then I think he gets sacked because. I mean, it's already untenable. It's already toxic.
Look,
your own fans.
The West Ham game should have been.
It's not if Thomas Frank. It's just when.
It's when. It's when it's happening. And I think that half the problem with it is they don't know what to do next.
Ryan Mason.
Because you know what, right?
He's a freeze free.
God forbid.
It's just going to be an
fact,
whatever it is. It's interim.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It has to be interim, obviously, until they decide what they're doing in the summer. But generally, I think
was always the guy. Iriola was always the guy.
I don't want to take a risk on any other manager.
No, but he was always the guy to get instead of Frank.
Yeah,
because
he was my first choice.
He would play the football that Spurs fans would want to see. Like he does really well.
Well, he'll be free in the summer.
Yeah, he was a lot more balanced. Yeah,
but now like loads of clubs are looking. See, Palace today was saying that. The report saying that Palace is looking at him.
I think Oliver Glasner is a really good manager, but I don't think he would be right for Spurs.
No, I agree.
I don't think he'd be right for Spurs.
Have you seen the way he's been acting?
Yeah, well.
Oh, he would crash out.
No. I know. I actually think Glasner's kind of been within his rights to say what he said.
I think he's totally in his rights.
Yeah.
He has managed to do what
the impossible.
He's their best ever manager,
Palace, right?
Yeah.
And
that shadow of a doubt.
This is where the food chain comes back into it, right? And profit over glory. This is a manager that has won things everywhere he's gone. He wants to build on something and create something at Palace. And you're having all your best players leave. And they're having the heart ripped out mid-season as well. And I get the frustration for him. He's trying to go down the Amorim route of sack me, pay me out the rest of the thing. But they're obviously like, no, you've got to stay for the season. But I get it. I understand. Like, it's one of those things where it doesn't always have to be kept in-house. I actually don't think when it comes to a manager. Like, for example, even when I look back at like what Conte said about Spurs, and I agreed with everything he said. I was just like, obviously he's going to get sacked now. But he wasn't wrong.
But he wasn't actually wrong.
I agree with everything he said. He was bang on the money and fair. Like, if your club are not backing you and your board have made false promises and they're doing things like that midway through a season and you're already on the back foot going into the season, as you were selling Eze just before the season starts, right?
Yeah.
They know what's coming next. He knows Adam Wharton's going in the summer. Ismail Assar will go.
Yeah, that's long.
Mateta's already saying, someone come
I want to go
get
to Villa.
me.
Yeah,
he's twerking for Juve and Villa.
Literally.
Yeah.
So as a manager, you're thinking, well, I can't possibly do my job here because you as an ownership and a board have got no interest in taking this club forward. I feel really sorry for Palace fans.
Yeah, so do I.
I really do. And I actually feel sorry for Oliver Glasner as well.
Yeah.
That being said, I still wouldn't think he was the right fit for Tottenham.
No, I don't.
And that's
think
not
so.
because he's not a good manager. He is a good manager.
Style and stuff
Stylistically,
like
not the right manager. Same as I've always said, I don't think Thomas Frank is a bad manager. Just stylistically, and whatever this version of Thomas Frank is with these players, no.
Yeah.
But
Iriola
would have been a better fit.
I think he still would be a great fit.
He was my number one choice because I felt he was the most balanced and he was most similar to Poch.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
But soon come the summer.
What about Poch?
Yeah,
off the World Cup.
Bring Daddy home.
Yeah. Can I talk about for a second? I do want to touch on this about one manager who had a crash out the last few weeks.
Well, but when he comes back, should we watch me do a music video to that? Hey, Daddy.
That's a banger, by the way.
It is bang.
Big up Usher. Anyway,
I was saying one person I want to talk about basically because I just want to bash him for being such a loser. Is Unai Emery?
Oh,
see what he said after they lost to Everton.
I have a
what
friend.
did he say?
Yeah, he's an absolute
loser,
disgrace
bro.
because he comes out saying we might not even finish the top 5.
No,
Shut your mouth.
That's not even what he said.
Shut up.
He came out and so they lost.
He couldn't even
they lost
answer the
1-0 to
woman's
Everton.
question.
What
was the
they
question?
lost 1-0 to Everton, and basically they were asking, how does this affect the top 5? He goes, word for word, he goes, we are not contenders for the top 5. Yeah. We are not good enough. Other teams have more potential. And then the interviewer asked a great question. She went, why? And he went,
He couldn't even answer her.
Right.
He
And
stood
walked
there
off.
in silence,
read
and he
bet-
said, "Thank you."
Guys,
They lost
guys,
one
guys,
game.
Guys, read between the lines here.
No.
Read between the lines.
Yeah.
He's saying that, and then he's not answering the question. He's pointing that to the board.
No, I'm not
Hello?
disagreeing.
Yeah, he
But
is.
that was
He
He
don't
is,
want to get
in
sacked,
my eyes.
but he's doing it in a way that I can't answer that question, because if I answer it and I speak out against my board, I'm in trouble. At this point in time, obviously they tried to get Conor Gallagher, that didn't work out. That's down to Conor
How
Gallagher.
many more midfielders these lot need?
Whatever.
I'm not being funny, right? They're literally the Arsenal of midfielders.
Yeah, but that's
what we're with defenders. That's what they are.
But that's what they
Where's
like.
Ross Barkley?
But that's what,
Where's Onana?
That's what
Where's
they
all these
like.
man?
That's the
They just brought in a midfielder.
That's
They
the
just what's that
type
guy
of-
that just went AFCON?
That's the type
No.
of signing.
Shh.
That's the type of
Stop
signing
trying to
that
Boubacar
he likes.
Kamara
Exact-
is injured for the rest of the
Okay,
season,
that's
by the way.
yeah.
Slap on it.
But how many other amazing midfielders do they have? They've got John McGinn, Tielemans,
Yeah, but you
Onana, Ross Barkley,
Okay,
Gason,
sure,
some
but-
other brother
But
that they just
you
brought
can't-
in.
You guys can't chat because look at how many.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're
No,
like
but it's
us.
Unai
It
Emery,
makes
bro.
no sense.
He is-
Just
he
think
is.
You
that.
lot make no sense.
No. That's one
I don't think
guy's
this is
out.
a zip that. I don't think this is a zip that. I think
It
from an
is.
Unai Emery standpoint,
He's
you
moving
are.
mad. He's moving
You are
mad.
overachieving, right? Considering he had a bad start as well, he's doing wonders at Villa. It's the January transfer window. He needs more, okay? And I understand that. If he's
Maybe.
like, I genuinely think we
Wait.
can do something here. Not that most of us would think that they can win the league, but as Unai Emery, he probably thinks we're in with the chance here.
Go and call
You've
Harvey
got-
Elliott. Go and get him back.
What he wants is that board to back him, and he's not getting the backing.
I
That's why
understand
he's
that.
not answering the
I
question.
understand that, but I feel like it was the way
No,
that
no.
so they lost. So they've won their last 11 games in a row at Villa Park, right? Before they lost 1-0 to Everton. Yeah, I get John McGinn got injured during the game. Kamara's come out, he's got injured as well. So I kind of understand. Yeah, obviously you want more. Obviously every manager in the world wants more players. In an ideal world, I'm sure Michael Carrick could be like, get me a winger, get me a centre back, get me a right back or whatever. I'm sure he'd do that. But to come out and say that when you're in the mid, they are level on points with Man City.
Yeah.
They are level on in
Manchester
January.
City have done what in January?
Huh?
Yeah,
No,
that's
I know.
what they
Manchester City have done well.
But then
in
also,
January,
what about
but
all the other teams
it's
below
specifically
Villa
what
that have
he
not
said.
done? Liverpool ain't done anything.
Yeah.
You've not
But
done anything.
his business, I don't care about City. I don't care about them. I'm saying I need reinforcements. If I'm going to be able to continue this on into
Yeah.
the second half of the season, I need reinforcements. This is your moment. And he's calling out the board without calling out the board to say, guys, this is not good enough because we can't sustain this as the season
But
goes
if
on.
I was a player-
And play in
if I was a
Europe.
player- if
I would
was a
agree
player-
with you, Abby.
And play in Europe,
I would
Ken.
actually agree with you if they weren't actively trying to do things, but they're actively doing things. They're trying to get Tammy Abraham in. They're saying today we want Mateta. Do you know what I mean?
And they tried to sign Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, tried to sign Conor Gallagher. So they're actually out.
pushing
They're
it.
actually
He's been
out
pushing
there
it.
going and saying, right, we're backing you, and we know last season we weren't really able to spend a lot. Now we've got a bit of flexibility. We want to go and get this person and that person, that person. It's not like the board's done what like my club did
No.
last season, where they're like, we're not getting anybody.
Yeah.
And that literally just failed our season.
They don't have a squad that is able to compete.
No, I'm
on
not
both
saying
fronts.
I'm not saying he's compete in the league or anything like that. But you're in a really strong position. You're level on points with Man City,
But
right?
then you're also 1 or 2 injuries away from something happening.
But
Yeah,
they
you
are
can say that
they
with
are
any
8
team, though.
points
Look
clear
at them this
in
time
the
last
Champions
year,
League.
right?
You can say that with any
Look
team,
at them
though.
this time last year when they got Rashford and they got Asensio, and look at how good also the second half
Yeah.
of their season was. How much those two in particular impacted Aston Villa. Unai Emery wants the same thing. He's saying, "I'm doing the most here I can. I'm in these two
why did
massive
they sell Donnell
competitions.
Marlon?
You've got to give me more." That's what he's saying. It ain't rocket science. And I also think that he's perfectly within his rights. The position he's got
He
Aston
was
Villa in, what he's
moving.
done year in, year out, to be pressuring the board. And if he's doing it, that's his way of doing it publicly.
He was
I don't
moving
think
mad.
there's anything wrong with that.
Nah, he was moving mad.
Don't
His
think
con-
there's anything wrong with
I
it.
think he
I
could have
think
said
it
that in a different way. I
there's
kind
a
of
way-
read
How
that.
would you
as-
have liked
and then
him to
there's
say it?
and then there's
because
way.
he flat out he didn't necessarily say like I get like yes
They're
he's
getting
right,
Leon
he might need
Bailey
some
back.
players, but he just called his own players bad.
Yeah,
He
I
called
literally
they are 8
listened
points
to it.
clear.
Yeah,
they are
I-
8 points clear
I didn't
from
know.
us in 5th, right?
Yeah.
They are 8 points ahead of us. They're further ahead of us than Arsenal are of Man City.
Right.
And then Unai Emery, he didn't go, we need more. He went, we're not good enough. He flat out went, he said, other teams are better than us.
To compete.
Yeah, but Aston Villa aren't competing.
I find saying that
Unai Emery,
mad.
when
I don't
everyone
think
was
that's
fit
mad.
though, has
I
come
think
out
it's a
multiple
crazy
times.
thing
And
to say.
Unai Emery said has come out multiple times. I remember when Aston Villa were 2 points behind us,
Yeah.
and City were 1 point behind us, or something like that. And he was coming out saying, "Well, we're not in a title race." So now all of a sudden it's like, "Well, yeah, we want to compete and all this stuff." Like, fairs, but you're not being consistent. If I was a player and I hear that, I'm like, "Yo,
Yeah,
what do you mean?"
that's the
I
perspective I'm
actually
coming
think
from
they've
here.
just gone on a brilliant run, right? You lost to Arsenal, which is at the time of playing was the best team in the league, right? Then after that, you straight away respond by slapping up Forest at home, and you've just lost to Everton, right?
Yeah.
And a bit of a shock loss, which Jordan Pickford pulls out that brilliant save, all this stuff. Like, dust yourself down, go to the next game.
They're going to the next game, but if they're going to be able to compete in Europe and maybe win something,
They're competing in Europe. They're
need
playing
more,
well.
They need more legs. I
don't think they've lost a
we
game
just
in
said
Europe.
about Glasner, I have no issue with the manager calling out boards. Sorry, I don't.
I'm
There is too much.
I just think there's a
You
way
can
to do
you
it.
can call out boards,
There's
but
a
I
way
just
to
think
do it
that was
without
actually
throwing
kind
players
of
under the bus.
disrespectful to the players that have actually played really started the season in a really difficult position and clicked straight away and have been overperforming and doing so well. And just, have reacted really well to last season when they missed out in the Champions League. And they're like, right, we want to take this seriously. We're actually going to even try and go for the league and really push for that and, put the pressure on a Man City and an Arsenal. And I'm just like, you could have... I'm not saying you can't call out your board, but I think there's other ways to have said it.
What would you have liked him to have said?
He could have said something like...
We need more.
So, we need more.
But what is the difference of him saying...
Because he's then not dragging his own players down.
So to say, if he said, well, we've had to unfortunately sell Marlon, and today would have been a good day for someone like him, and we've lost John, and we've lost, Bobby, these are really important players, and maybe we need more depth, and maybe we need to go and look at something. That's more constructive way of saying it, rather than coming out and saying, yeah, we're nowhere near it. We're not even competing for the top 5 when you're comfortably in the top 5.
It's the attitude and the face and the way he says it.
Yeah, even that. What made it worse is that he didn't answer the last question because he knew what he was saying was just madness. Honestly.
It's like when we going on Snapchat stories and then doing indirects to people.
Exactly.
Also, I think that when you just finish a game and you've got to have a post-match thing and you're frustrated and you're angry, emotions come out. Also, I just really don't think there's anything wrong with saying that. I would happily have anyone come out and say, all these players are crap at Tottenham. We need a whole overhaul.
Yes, but
they're not
that's
crap,
actually just...
But they're not rubbish at Villa. Do you know what I mean? Look how well they're doing.
In order for them to be able to continue on with them doing a title charge and for them to go and win the Europa League, which is Unai Emery's bread and butter, he said, I need more. This is not good enough. This is not enough for me to be able to go.
He didn't actually say that. He just went,
you guys can win the Europa
great.
League and you're in 17th, you're telling me Villa
we played Manchester United.
Okay, and you're telling me those other teams in Europa are any better than a Premier League team?
Different year, different season. We had a terrible
You're
season.
telling me Aston Villa, who were in 3rd in the Prem, literally beating Arsenal, beating Man City, do you know what I mean? Beating some big teams.
Nottingham Forest
and you're telling me they can't step
with
to another
respect to
European
that,
team.
we weren't trying to compete and 3rd in the league. We
yeah,
were
but by what
17th.
Unai Emery's saying, he's not trying to go in the title race either. He said multiple times, we're not in a title race.
He's not
so
going to
what
put
is
himself in the title race, but as long as they're keeping up with City, they're in the title race. They're just not going to talk about it.
Disgracia, fam. I'm telling you guys this as someone that's dealt with Unai Emery.
I like Emery.
He's moving mad.
Emery's fantastic where he is right now.
I told my Aston Villa friends this already.
This is what I've been saying for ages. When people go like, "Oh, what would you think about Emery at United?"
Why?
It's this kind of thing. It's just because he's done it at PSG, he did it at Arsenal, and at times at Villa as well. Once they get into the very like this, and he's acting like that. It's just,
I think this is crazy. I think it's mad. You had your owner come. You had Amarim sit there in a press conference and dust down the entire ownership.
Yeah, and I hated it.
You were buzzing because it got the end result. He was out the door.
Yeah, no. I'm happy.
Do you not want your manager to be like, I'm not being given the tools that I need to be able to go and compete?
Disagreeing. So let me give you an example from an Arsenal fan. Right, last season in January, we needed players. We had Jesus does his ACL, Havertz and Saka tear their hamstrings, and then sooner later, so does Gabriel, right? Mikel Arteta sat there every press conference saying, I love my players, but we don't have enough. We've got players dropping like flies. We need investment. He did it in a better way instead of just slagging off the players at the time who maybe were underperforming. And I just think Unai Emery could have done it in a better way. Because if I'm Ezri Konsa hearing that, it's like, yo, I'm playing really well. Do you know what I mean?
I really don't think they're going to
thought it was just
I think they know that it's directed at... It's a separate...
He could have said it in a better way.
Fair. He could have maybe said it in a better way, but
it's such a defeatist mentality.
Yeah, it was.
Coming out.
I was like, you just sound like a loser,
It's... The video's a lot worse than we're making it sound. It's so
man staring at he was doing that and staring at the floor and all that.
It's
that?
so
I agree. Competitive
crybaby,
managers want to win things.
I'm not saying that. You can't say that. But hello.
Yeah, it's just it's stuff like that which puts me off Emery as a potential manager for United.
Very lucky to have Unai Emery at Manchester United.
Dylan, don't fall for the bait.
That's what I'm saying. Someone that's been there.
I think it's a very different situation. He come into Arsenal when you were so mudded in the Wenger years. The first manager to take over from Wenger, you had such a dead team.
And he did worse.
It took a long time. And finally, then after he left, then your board decided to start actually backing a manager. But during that Emery period, we can't really say they backed him properly.
We gave him his man went and got Pepe.
Emery does his
Kenya!
best work.
You can't be saying that they backed him when they gave him Pepe. Listen to yourself.
He wanted him.
£72 million.
He wanted him. Is that not money?
Was there a year
Why
and a
we
half
acting
there?
like? Why we acting like we gave this guy pennies? We should have sacked him long time. No, Abby, be quiet. Because man took us to a European final. Man's a specialist in European finals and got smoked. Absolutely smoked. No, because his tactics were dead. His tactics. Wait. Hold on a second. Because did we not have dead centre backs against Chelsea and Man City in that FA Cup run? And did we win it? Oh, no, I don't want to hear that. And we stepped to one of the best Liverpool teams in Community Shield, and we beat them as well.
Oh, I forgot about that trade.
Don't want to hear about that either. Unai Emery, specialist in European finals, took us to Baku, got us humiliated. Yeah, he should have been sacked.
Specialist
he should have been sacked.
Europa League, by the way.
He should have been sacked then and there. We said
maybe it was a specialist of failure.
Then we said, you know what? Onk, we'll give you more time. Then came back to league and was dreadful. Oh my God, no, we're not doing this revisionism. I have no hate towards Unai Emery as a person. It didn't work. He just doesn't work. In my personal opinion, he doesn't work at big clubs that have big expectations every season.
However, he's change the mentality of Aston Villa.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that.
So he's saying,
but
you've got to give me more.
Dylan, protect your club at all costs. That's what I'm going to say.
So Unai Emery.
We've seen that PSG.
When Cecil came on a few weeks ago, he sat there and I said this. Unai Emery at his absolute best when he's got time and space.
Yeah.
You do not get less time and space than Manchester United manager.
So I'll give you an example.
You really don't.
Last season when Villa missed out on the Champions League, their fans rightfully were upset, right? But it wasn't like a massive calling for Unai. If that's another club, if that's
they also got done in by refs on the last day of the season.
That's my point. That's the level that he probably should be.
I think
and that's where Emery's at his best. When he was at Sevilla, they won the Europa League. Yeah, and then as soon as they were in the Champions League, they got knocked out in the next stage.
Unai Emery needs to overperform with those type of clubs.
You're answering your own question here.
He needs to overperform in them type of clubs.
He's got this team in a perfect spot where he can go and win a European trophy.
Yeah.
He's got them overachieving the fact that they are competing in a title race. He's saying, I need more. Give me more. And we can do something. This is not a team that's going to go win the Champions League. It's probably not going to win the Premier League. But if he wants to win a European Cup and do that with Aston Villa, give the guy what he needs.
I'm not
and if
disagreeing.
you call out the board for it, then you call out the board for it.
I'm not disagreeing. Just think there's better ways.
I think it's the way that they've done. Like Ruben Amorim, the way he called out the board, etc., was because he was trying to get sacked. Oliver Glasner. Part of him, I'm sure half of him was actually hoping he'd just get sacked. Because the way they kept him on because there is nothing they can do. Yeah, he called out the board because he also, like Glasner, just wanted to let Palace fans know. But I have just remembered this is meant to be a Champions League preview.
Sorry,
but there's also
rabbit hole.
A couple of super chats. That is a great chat. Some of the comments are saying this has been the best panel yet. Spicy show.
Guys, make sure you
Ronnie Dodge says,
like
talking about the United Arsenal game, Ronnie Dodge has said, start the same front three or bring Cunha or Sesko in. Yeah, maybe. Ronnie Dodge then also says, keep Frank. Good seeing Spurs 14th. It's their level.
17th is.
And then, Kieran Palmer says, Abby, does Semenyo make Arsenal creative and pacey?
You know what?
I think he would have.
He'd have been a hell of a signing for Arsenal.
He would elevate us, but we'd still play the same.
And
way.
then 0604854. That's his username. 0604854 says, would Abby take Emery at Spurs in the summer or Poch?
I would rather have Poch because it's better the devil I know, and I have an emotional attachment to the guy. But if I could have Unai Emery, I would take Unai Emery. It doesn't really bother me about his time at Arsenal. No. That particular spell, he wasn't there long enough.
As long as like he's an Arsenal legend or anything.
No.
Did anything
I
of note.
Yeah, I would definitely.
It's not Joel Graham, is it?
I think that's a very good manager.
Yeah.
And
I think Unai's a good manager as well.
But I would rather still have Poch because I need to shake this itch.
Ronnie's also said, why weren't you on the red carpet yesterday? I was at a steakhouse yesterday, Ronnie.
So you look nice.
Oh, Blacklock in Shoreditch.
Oh, Blacklock's banging.
Oh, they do these. It's like £3 off on Mondays for every 100 grams of steak.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's basically 30% off.
So what I'm hearing is you're taking us next Monday.
Basically.
As if I had the funds for that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy. A couple other games in the Champions League as well. We're gonna we'll run through them quickly. You got which one should we start with? Oh, by the way, the final score for Carrot Almaty Club Brugge was 4-1 win for Club Bruges. Man City have now kicked off against Bodo Glimt. What's their starting lineup like? Man City starting lineup
on that plastic pitch.
Basically,
you will be there.
This is pretty much the same starting lineup. Semenyo's been dropped. Same starting lineup that
Okay.
played against United. Donnarumma, O'Reilly,
Yeah, because they have to win.
Eleni, Kusanov, Ait-Nouri,
They've got, like, 10
Rodri,
points.
Reinders,
Yeah.
Lewis, Cherky, Foden, and
Yeah,
Haaland.
they have to win because I think
Yeah.
they've only got 10 points
They do.
or
you're
something
correct.
like that. Yeah, I was looking
I
at
don't
the
even know
table
where
today.
everyone is in
City,
the
I know
table.
they
Even
got
Chelsea are
14,
in. I think Chelsea are in playoff spots as well, but they've got what 12 points. So
So
it's really
City are
important
on
for a lot of teams to
14
win.
points, 13 points for this game being a draw, so they were like 5th in the table. Chelsea, they're down in 13th.
Yeah.
Spurs are in 11th, Newcastle in 12th, Chelsea in 13th.
And a lot of teams are on the
How-
same amount of points.
How many points are we off of 8?
1.
Yeah.
So
it's
you're
very
on
close.
11 and Atletico Madrid are on 12.
Apparently Bodo nearly
Bodo
scored.
Damn.
Big up Bodo, man.
Look,
Come on,
Bodo,
Bodo.
like, you're very familiar
I
with
love
Bodo.
Bodo.
Glimt.
I like Bodo as well.
Each and every time I want them to succeed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Semenyo's not registered. Thank you very much for
Ah,
letting me
okay,
know.
yeah,
Same
yeah.
with
They're
Mark
my
Gay. He's not
Norwegian
registered as well.
brothers.
Because they can't be
Sisters.
registered
I
until
like,
the
I
knockout
like Bodo.
stage.
I ain't got no
Big
issue
up
with them.
Bodo.
Thank you,
Just-
Wally.
I'm not trying to go back to that
They
pitch.
gave me
respectfully.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we're not trying to go back to that pitch though.
Look
They can
at
come
that
to the
tax.
Emirates.
Yeah.
But Bodo, 4 minutes in, reportedly getting close to scoring.
got Bodo.
We got Real Madrid, Monaco. Should be fun. What's
Oh
happening
no,
to
there's
Paul
no.
Pogba, man?
He's injured,
Is
so
he
he's
injured
not.
again?
He's gonna miss that game. Something about I think it's
He's got
thigh
calf
injury.
injury.
Oh yeah,
Has
calf
he even
injury.
played?
Yeah,
He's
he
played,
has.
like,
He has played
3 games.
Yeah, he has played, but
I miss him so much, man.
Mika,
I love him.
Rise.
I absolutely love him.
I just want to see more Real Madrid meltdown. It's funny.
Yeah, well, because Real Madrid are 12th.
Yeah.
Sorry, the 7th with 12 points at the
Yeah.
moment.
Crazy.
But they're like that's the same as amount of points as Inter,
However,
as
yeah.
Atletico, same as Liverpool, 1 less
Yeah.
than Dortmund, Spurs, 2 less.
Yeah.
Two more.
So everyone's
than
got an
Newcastle,
eye on the
Chelsea.
table right
never,
now.
never rule them out though.
Bar Arsenal, who are just fine,
And Bayern.
and
Bayern.
Bayern on 15. Well,
Yeah.
Bayern are only
It's
3
so
points
much up
off.
for grabs.
Yeah.
The-
But Bayern,
yeah.
I want to say they got a better goal difference than us as well because they I swear
No,
they s-
you're
no?
on
Really?
16. Well, they've conceded
Actually,
7.
yeah, because
You've
we've
conceded
not
1.
we've conceded 1 goal.
They've
yeah,
conceded
yeah,
1
that's
more
true.
goal than you, but conceded 6 more than you.
Is it this season or last season they smoked a team like 9-0 or something? Nah, I think that might be last season. Maybe that's why I said that.
Yeah, it's do you guys like this league phase?
Do you know what? I was a fan of it from
Yeah.
the beginning because I've always said, right, you look at old Champions League formats, big teams hide against all these small teams.
Yeah.
So you see like, for example, Real Madrid last season, right? Once they came up against an Arsenal team that wasn't even that great, they got smoked. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
it's actually good because you see big teams meet earlier and it's more interesting and anyone could beat anyone. So yeah, I actually really like it.
but
However-
the thing is, a loss means a lot less. Like I remember in the Europa League first season, when
Oh,
we were
not
in the Europa
really.
League, but like we
It only
we
means
drew our
it only
first
means
3
less
games.
if you win a lot. So like if you was to lose,
But
so
I
like
mean, like if you have a loss early on in the old group stage, that was like a big problem. If you lost against the team who like pot 4, seed 4 in your
Yeah.
group, that was
I
a
hear what
big,
you're
big
saying.
problem. Whereas like now, so under Derek Ten Hag,
Yeah,
last
but
season
could you
Europa
not
League,
say-
we drew our first 3 games?
Yeah.
And we were like 21st in the table. We finished 3rd.
but could you not look at this? Looking at this table now, we've literally just said there's about 10 teams all on the same point, all within
Yeah.
1 point of each other. And you know, Atletico, for example, I think they've only lost 2 games. Real
Yeah.
Madrid, what you said, Inter have lost
Yeah.
2 games. Like it actually does make it a bit of jeopardy.
I think it makes it more exciting, especially as you
Yeah.
get to like the last 2 games in
Yeah.
particular, obviously.
If there was more jeopardy, I would. But then kind of like the big difference here is effectively if you finish top 8, you basically just skip around.
I preferred it wrapped up before Christmas.
yeah, it's better for the
I
players.
did prefer that.
It's better for the
like, we
players
got
that
back
there's
to the
less
knockout
games.
stage.
Yeah, because obviously you've got such a big gap between
Yeah.
game week 4 and this one.
Yeah. What is this?
5.
5?
Apparently our pronunciation of
7, no?
Bodo
Is it
isn't great.
7?
If anyone wants to correct us,
How
please
many-
do.
Haven't we played? Yeah, I want to say
Have you
this is
done
our
7?
7th game week.
All right,
It's
sorry,
7th
not
game
4.
week, yeah.
But there is
Yeah.
a big
But
gap.
there's a big
I can't
gap.
remember.
So
our
it's like
last
you
game.
can't. I forget
We played
like
Club Brugge, I think. last.
like we
Yeah.
played Villarreal so long
feels
ago,
forever
and
ago.
like yeah, it
It's
just
before Christmas.
Yeah. That
and that was
ages-
early. I think that was our 2nd game.
Yeah,
I
actually,
can't even.
this
Like,
was
I can't
ages
even
ago.
remember like who we've played.
Yeah, I do agree. I think it maybe should happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But,
I can't
like, it still
remember.
should, but they added 2 games on.
No, I know.
So they've kept all the game weeks for the first 6 because normally it would finish just before Christmas. Wasn't
Yeah.
it? Like mid-December.
I just
they just
preferred
added these 2 extra ones.
I don't really. I just preferred it. But again, when you've grown up with it, that
the
same
knockout
takes a
stage
while to get
normally
used to.
didn't happen until around Valentine's Day
Correct,
anyway.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's continuing like that.
Yeah.
They just added 2 extra
Yeah,
games. in
I
January.
just preferred it when it was wrapped up and we go into the new year knowing.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I
As we were.
against that.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
it just makes it more interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, we got. So
Can't
should we
hide.
do some score predictions? There's a lot of games. So
Yeah.
we might start off
Yeah,
with
let's do a quick
the
fire.
Bodo Glimt City game.
2-2. Big up Bodo.
Baudo, apparently.
Oh, Baldo.
Baudo Glimt.
Baldo Glimt. Say no more. I'm Norwegian now.
You're saying 2-2
Baudo.
Yeah.
on their Astro pitch.
Come on the plastic pitch. Go on, mate.
Dude, Man City, they're winless in 4 in the Prem.
Bring. We will be there.
Their only win is they cashed in so
Wait,
much XG against
Man City
Exeter.
drew with Monaco as well in
Yeah,
this,
they did.
in this group
Yeah.
phase.
That was also
And they were,
2-2,
and
wasn't it?
and they were beating Monaco. Eric Dyer last minute pen, mate. We were there.
We were there. 1-1.
I think City will win this game.
God forbid.
Like Haaland is so ridiculously due.
I
a
need them
goal
to
now.
go to
He needs
Wolves
to start
feeling
He's had no
knackered.
goal from open play in 7.
It's unheard of.
Yeah.
In 7.
Unheard of.
Kean Palmer says everyone's talking about City spending, but they are replacing the entire team from Edison, Walker, Stones, Ake, Cancelo, Mahrez, Kevin, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva,
wanna hear
and
that.
Jack Grealish.
What's the
True.
summer window for
But
then?
it's true.
What's the summer
It's
window
true.
for then?
Yeah, but they did
City's
that.
turnover is crazy.
But they have. It's true. They've basically had to regen a whole squad
Okay.
that had won what they'd won,
Okay.
and they did a little bit of it
Their teams do that.
last year. They've done a bit in the summer. They've done a bit now. Like
Well,
it's
it's
a
all in the
process.
last 12. I think it's because a lot of it's an unusual amount of it's been done in January.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's because of the drop off that they had last Jan. Like
Yeah.
they still hadn't really done much. That summer before, I can't even remember who they'd signed in that summer. It wasn't much. So it was kind of like they had to do it in Jan.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've realised again they're still short. They've got the injuries they've got. It is what it is. But
Got
you
plan
like
better, mate.
the spending is the spending.
So they signed Gvardiol, Nunes, Doku, and Kovacic.
Not
I
last year.
believe. No, the season.
Yeah, the
before.
season before that.
Yeah, season
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah.
In terms of not bringing too many.
That was
players.
after the winning the quad, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
When they did the trap.
Takes time
Correct.
to rebuild
Yeah,
a whole
because
squad.
the season before that was Haaland and co.
Yeah. Takes time, bit
Bro, I
by
can't
bit.
believe they signed Calvin Phillips for for 42 million.
Where is
They
that
don't. Do you know what? They don't usually miss big, but that was a big one.
That was a big miss.
That was a big miss.
Yeah.
They don't usually miss like that level.
No.
Yeah, but Savinho's not been great.
Do you know it's crazy to me they didn't let him go in the summer?
Yeah,
when we
should
were
have just
offering
sold it.
70
Yeah,
million
70
quid.
mil. He's above.
And you said no.
He's above.
Yeah.
Crazy work.
That would have made your summer even worse.
Let's just change his name to Savannah, fam.
Savannah.
What is this? He's not Brazilian.
I mean, thank you. Someone was obviously smiling down on us that day.
Yeah. We got Copenhagen against Napoli.
Napoli away from home.
This is
it's not
Rasmus
great.
Højlund going back to his roots, by the way.
I say draw. I'm not sure.
Napoli away 2-0 Napoli.
Napoli away from home is a bit dodgy.
Who was it? Napoli who?
Copenhagen versus
are
Napoli.
at home against Napoli.
Good atmosphere, mate.
2-0
Copenhagen.
Napoli.
Inter versus Arsenal.
I said 2-2. I'll take that. Bring me a draw. I don't care.
2-1 Inter.
Yeah, but if you're drawing with 20 minutes to go, is Arteta going to throw on? If he doesn't
God
start
forbid.
them, is he going to be throwing on Saka?
God forbid.
Is Rice coming on?
God forbid.
Is Zubimendi
Defo.
coming on?
Rebuked.
Defo.
Zubimendi shouldn't even be in the squad, mate.
Can
Don't
you
wanna see it.
can you take me to church?
Yeah.
How badly do you think Arteta really wants this win?
Oh, he 100% wants to win.
Want it?
He's
That's
a
what I'm
psycho.
saying. So
My
he
manager's a
will be-
psychopath. He wants to win every game.
This is a standard, guys.
Yeah. I'm finding out.
This is his
I found
standard.
out yesterday.
He's
He's
that's
fluent.
his standard.
I found out yesterday he's fluent in Italian. He's harbouring secrets, mate.
Why is he fluent in Italian?
Portuguese, Italian, Spanish, English, Catalonian.
Well, that,
He said something
that
else.
I understand. He played for Barcelona.
German?
Yeah, French.
He speaks every language.
I don't know if he speaks German. He's gonna add Dutch soon. What?
It's so he can relate. It's so
Yeah.
he can relate.
He
and
even
speak
said,
to
"Oh,
players
I
and
know
everything.
Julian
Portuguese
Timber.
because I got a lot of Portuguese players." I was like, "This guy is crazy, fam."
That is
Got a
mad.
lot of crazy where he finds the time to learn all of them. Actually, I think it is easier. I don't know if anyone speaks different languages in the chat.
I think maybe.
But when you don't speak English as your first language, it's apparently a lot easier to pick up other
Well,
languages.
if you start with a Latin language as a
Yeah,
kid,
yeah.
then
It's easier
other
to pick
Latin
up.
languages
that includes
become
Portuguese,
easier.
Yeah.
Italian, even
I'm so
German
jealous.
to certain.
So
I'm
jealous.
terrible at languages.
Same.
I
Same.
tried.
I've tried- I've done Spanish
I
so
got
many
kicked out of
times.
Spanish in
Yeah,
year 10.
I know a bit
never
of
looked
Spanish.
back.
I know a bit.
Yeah.
Can get by. Got by in
Yeah,
Dominican.
same. I could get past.
Got by. Google Translate.
Well, I was in Japan. It was long.
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm sure you have the same.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
I was like,
I was
constantly
spamming.
speaking in
Fucula
the
desa.
translate.
Yeah.
You know that is one. I think that is one of the best tools ever made,
Yeah.
where you can speak into the phone and then you just you
Yeah.
can have a whole.
It's
conversation.
it's actually
Incredible.
the inbuilt Apple one I found was the best
Yeah,
one.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
Like
Very
I
good.
used
you've
that
got,
when I
like,
went to-
ChatGPT can try and do it. But no, the Apple one was
So
Yeah,
good.
it is good.
superior to everything else.
On Google Translate.
Olympiacos Leverkusen, another game that exists.
Oh, Grimaldo, bring me my goal, brother. I love Grimaldo.
He scored, I think.
Yeah,
last time
remember
we did
I
this,
told you
didn't
guys
he?
to score against Man City, fam.
did,
You guys are
yeah.
laughing, bruv.
You actually got it spot on.
Wait, who they playing again? Sorry.
They're away against Olympiacos.
Oh yeah, Bon Olympiacos, man. I got beef with Olympiacos on so many levels. I'm
Well,
saying
Maranakis.
3-1 Leverkusen. No, not even just Maranakis.
Real Madrid, Monaco, another one.
Real Madrid, Monaco.
Oh, Real Madrid gonna
At
win.
home.
3-1.
Be hilarious if they lost, by the way.
Mbappe brace.
2-1 Madrid.
Yeah.
Madrid are a soap opera. I want to see him lose because it's so funny.
No, it'd be funny.
And then just Raul crash out his story.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, poor Raul. We'll get him in there. We'll get him to call it
We
again
got Raul.
tomorrow.
Shut up.
Shut up.
We got Sporting PSG. That could be Sporting at home. Could be an interesting game.
3-1 PSG.
3-0, 3-0, 3-1 sounds interesting, yeah.
2-1 PSG.
PSG win.
Just about.
Tottenham versus Dortmund.
I need you to win, mate.
2-0 Dortmund.
We're on the top. We're on the train. No, we're on the train.
Dortment.
I'll just sit on the fence.
2-0.
Adeyemi's going to cook.
2-0.
If he starts, I love Adeyemi.
2-0 Spurs. Believe.
I'm only going draw because we've got a good record.
Yeah, 2-0 Spurs, man.
At home in the Champions.
Me, Dylan, and Abby, we're on the Thomas Frank train.
Choo choo.
Choo choo blood.
Choo 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 blood. And then finally, it's Villarreal against Ajax.
Oh, Villarreal are gonna smoke.
At home, Villarreal. Ajax, their fall off is mental.
Villarreal 3-0, fam.
They're sending loan requests for Manu Ugarte, by the way.
So desperate.
Fam, they took Zinchenko and Tomiyasu. They're becoming our feeder club, bro.
Anybody we don't,
they're gonna become our Strasbourg, fam. Anybody we don't want, we're gonna just send them there.
We've done them a favour by saying no.
I know. You don't realise
Crazy.
it now, but you've done them.
Yeah.
You've done them in. I will go to
Villarreal. Easy
Villarreal.
Yeah, big up Villarreal, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Poor Ajax. Poor Josh, by the way.
Poor Josh.
Deja Vu says everyone trolling Verts and he's in form now. Could the same happen with Gyökeres soon?
No.
Wait, what do you mean? He's been getting trolled since the start of the season. 160 mil. Am I supposed to applaud you for scoring?
Yeah, he's saying
Burnley?
everyone says he was trolling.
Kenya hasn't
No.
started.
We're still trolling. We need to see more.
Kenya.
We need to see
Ethan
more.
Nweri, according to Fabrizio Romano, will arrive along with Quinton Timber. Will arrive at
Marseille
on Wednesday. So that's tomorrow. But apart from that, we're all going to be here on Wednesday, aren't we?
Yes, we will.
Wednesday, live at 5 till 6 p.m. I'll be here. I believe you.
I'll be here.
And also, I think Ella's making her debut
Yes,
as well.
big up Ella.
Big up Ella's
My
coming
girl.
on as well.
Very
So
nice.
good
Look after
Arsenal
my
panel and Spurs and United panel. Obviously, we'll react to tonight's games and preview tomorrow's games as well. Looking ahead to the weekend and all of that. Join us here live at 5, Samsung TV or YouTube, Facebook, anything. Apart from that, I will see you guys then.
Let's go.
What do you do with yours? I do unlimited football content.
Well, I do unlimited bragging.
Well, I do unlimited swiping right.
Well, I do unlimited doom scrolling.
Well, I do unlimited sliding into the DMs.
Well, I do watching TikTok on the bus without headphones unlimited.
Oh, God.